on my 3. Adam?
Adam, you just got the other 2.
Is this working
I
now?
think I'm near a tape. If you guys can get to me.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, monster!
You stun him. Keep
He's still
moving.
here!
It says he'll run away soon.
Hush. Hush now, Funhouse. Okay, OBS, you're telling me that you're streaming. And yet... Oh, it actually is. How about that? I'm not even really sure what we did to... And yet... Okay. So... Hello everybody. Welcome back to Warhammer Science. This is going to be Total War... What are we gonna call this? Total War... Medieval 1212. Let's play. Taking back Holy Land. Today we are going to attempt to play a really ambitious mod that attempts to really convert most of the vanilla assets of Total War Attila into something more appropriate for a medieval playthrough. I can never spell Attila properly. Oh, okay, I did. I just needed to capitalize. I can never remember if it's 2 T's and 1 L or 1 T and 2 L's for some reason. Did I accidentally give away like something super terrible at the beginning? Is there a way to even... Okay, I can do that, right?
Adam, you just got the other 2.
Is this working
I
now?
think I'm near a tape. If you guys can get to me.
Otherwise I gotta cut this right now.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, monster!
You stun him. Keep
Oh.
moving.
Yeah, the server key
It
is
says he'll
not...
run away soon.
So I guess that's good. Right. Okay. So, before we actually start the game, let's show you what we're actually using here. These are the mods right here that we're going to be taking into battle. Glorious battle. Submod PG 1220. Is that what I called it? 1220? I called it 1212. I know that isn't there a medieval 1220 mod? I think there is. Or 1226, something like that. Or 1212. Yeah, this mod right here. All of these available factions here from Scotland. Down to Scotland again, apparently. Good job, guys. A couple of Middle Eastern factions, I think like maybe 2 or 3, we're going to be playing as the Kingdom of Jerusalem for our playthrough. We have an animation mod. Just a little bit of a choice pick of all the animation mods and retooling a certain amount of percentage chance used to govern when the animations actually trigger. couple of other things as far as diplomatic options, region trading. I don't actually think this one works for me. Let's see if we can make it work exactly like it says here.
Welcome, but
Initiate,
expect scant pleasantries.
and then it should have its own button.
I lack time to waste.
Okay. Extreme Civilians mod, battle camera, homeland movement, spacing. Oh, actually, yeah, we're supposed to. We got to get rid of that one. This is the animation mod that we're using, which requires this one. A little bit of performance mod, weapon retextures, water retextures, vegetation retextures, tower rebalance, meaningful seasons. I don't know if we have that. Well, get rid of that. Blood mod, camera mod for campaign, and a relighting mod for battle maps. That is what we're rocking. I've ran through it once already, so even with the stuff that we were just using, it still works. So yeah, should be okay. Should be. Or maybe it'll all explode. Who knows? So we are going to be playing as been following this mod for quite a while. It's nice to see the condition that it's in now. We are going to be playing as Kingdom of Jerusalem. This. However, Alcomio presumably did not know. It kind of starts as if it's art, like it's unfinished, like there's a paragraph or something above this that's missing for whatever reason. Cultural trait. Order of Brothers of the German House of St. Mary in Jerusalem. Helfenwerhen Heilen. Heilen? The Helfenwerhen Heilen. Plus 30% to General's Radius of Influence. Doubled unit replenishment when taking on defeated troops. 15% Christianity, faction-wide. Or the religious influence of it. And religious osmosis. Plus 20. Our faction trait. Regnum. Aero. Solimitanum. Jesus. Solimitanum. Jesus. Oh Christ. The air of our Maker's hand. The fury of our Maker's hand. Plus 10 unit morale when fighting against armies of other religions. Trade tariffs, plus 40%. Increased public order penalty for religious differences between new religions. Which is going to be pretty much everywhere we conquer. Alright, yeah. We'll do a very hard start. See how far we can get. I know we don't start with Jerusalem, so the first priority should be, I think, obviously, to position ourselves to take the city as soon as possible. But let's see what our actual starting conditions look like. Pope Innocent III and his successor Pope Honorius III organized crusading armies led by King Andrew II of Hungary and Leopold VI, Duke of Austria, and an attack against Jerusalem ultimately left the city in Muslim hands. Later in 1218, a German army led by Oliver of Cologne and a mixed army of Dutch, Flemish, and Frisian soldiers led by William I, Count of Holland, joined the crusade. In order to attack Demetia in Egypt, they allied in Anatolia, the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, and attacked the Ayyubids in Syria in an attempt to free the Crusaders from fighting on two fronts. Fifth Crusade is an attempt by Europeans to regain Jerusalem and the rest of the Holy Land. Pope Honorius III organized a crusader army led by King Andras II of Hungary and Duke Leopold VI. That is the sixth of Australia in the Holy Land. But as a result of their actions, Jerusalem remained in the hands of Muslims. Andreas II was the first to receive the cross. He remained the leader of the Fifth Crusade until his return to Hungary. Andreas II and his troops gathered on the 23rd of August, 1217, in Split. On the 9th of October, the Venetian fleet, Europe's largest fleet at that time, brought the Crusaders to Cyprus, from where they sailed to Acre. Objectives: survive until the following date, spring 1230. New objectives will be added then, and we'll receive a little bit of money, so we just gotta survive. That seems fairly easy. I think here we have Hungarian and Austrian? Yeah, Austrian. Troops. We're not at war with them. Are we at war with anyone? Why are we not at war with anyone? That's odd to me. Let's gather our strength.
Your next command?
Do have an opening settlement.
Getting on our way.
So we'll pull our units back.
Ready for further orders.
Pull our units back to the coastal town of Aco. Or at least just in the border here. Replenish our attrition casualties that we took crossing that desert. Who's this? John of Brienne. That's probably Jean of Brienne. Jean, whenever he crossed that desert, he took a little bit of casualties, but we'll get him replenished real quick. And then Kalisa. Why is Kalisa? Fair enough. I didn't expect to have a leader, someone in a leadership position in a crusading army that had a vaguely Islamic sounding name, but fair enough. Kalisa. It's kind of interesting. I wonder what sort of circumstances led him to take a Muslim name. Alright, we need to assign some governors to the provinces that we have for now. Pepin. We'll go to Syria. And Odo. Go to Insulae Orientalis. And while in Syria, he will pursue a Christian mission. Here. We'll do the same. Actually, no. Let's do a prayer ministry here so that we can get less corruption and less non-Catholic religious influence. $4,000 at 400 a turn. We won't build anything since we're going to be attempting to add a couple of units to the army of Jean or Kalisa. Probably Jean, since he's our regent. It's like the Latin Empire wants us to go to war with Serbia. Now, why on earth would I want to go to war with Serbia? Does God hate Serbs? Is that something that I don't know? I'm sure somebody of certain nationalistic tendencies would probably say yes, but I'm not sure I'm asking you.
Ready for battle. Set up a watch. On the move, lads. Warriors all.
We couldn't really camp right there, but we'll just stay in the city. Get some Crusader Armati.
Death in battle. There is no finer ending.
Yeah.
Ready for orders. Ready for battle. Move out.
Kind of. Let's fold these units in. We don't need a second stack right now, so we'll send our second guy home for now. That'll put us almost up to a full stack now yet. And that's a pretty balanced thing as well. It's a pretty balanced force. We have 4 non-shielded spear units is the thing. And they're just levies. So morale is awful, but we have a pretty good heavy shock cav core right here, and we're probably just going to throw 2 more Crusader Armati onto this army and call it done, and then we'll march on Basra. We'll see what our income is like, but yeah, it was pretty good, and I think we can do enough damage with just 1 stack. We could. Let's see what we could do. We could just set sail, go down the coast a little bit, and just try and take Jerusalem now. Now that we have the full stack now, so it might. I don't know, man. It is right there. We could just march on it right now if we wanted to. That's what we're gonna do. That's how we'll open this. We'll retake the city. Yeah, that is definitely how this is going to start. So we are going to retake the city of Jerusalem, and that'll be our continuation of the war. What is the actual stream quality like? It's lagging a little bit. It's still pretty on point though. Okay. Jerusalem, here we come. Whose fault? God wills it. No army. And there's no garrison either. Just like that, Jerusalem, the holy city, is ours. All we had to do was stab that unfortunate guy in the head. It's a very odd place to put the occupy button. Welp. we have the city, yay! We have the city, yay! And now we have the attention of the Middle East. Let's continue. We have a lot of assets wrapped up in Syria. So we might want to cut, like, into Basra and up into Syria. Just in here. In here and then in here. Ah. I went full Morty there for a second. Okay, so we also can assign a provincial governor here now. In Palestina. That should be Kalisa. Just because we know that they are loyal. Well, we don't know that for sure, I guess. Just because we started with them doesn't necessarily mean that they're loyal. I don't know. Familiarity bias, I guess. We still haven't built anything because I'm still super hesitant. Is that 2,000? Like, if we start, like, if we lose a city or something? The Republic of Venice is attacking the Latin Empire. Damn Venetians. I stand with the Latin Empire, sacking Constantinople. I realized that was actually a thing. The Venetians. In the Fifth Crusade, they sacked Constantinople. Out of nowhere. Basically just on the road. So, hey, you wanna fucking sack this city? Yeah? You wanna? Latin Empire wants us to go to war with these guys as well, and they're offering a little money. We're going to not do that right now, even though we do cherish them as... Oh, and Austria wants a military alliance. We're not going to have a military alliance with you, bro. We already have a defensive alliance. Is there anything else? We can make you a tributary state. Would that make you happy? Probably not. How about you just give us that money and you just accept it? I didn't actually think you would. But... you know, fair enough. Worthy bride for Kalisa. One of your subjects has recently become infatuated and wishes to marry as his intended. Shall their union be allowed to continue? Huh. Kalisa would get a political edge by getting such a... So who is that? Is Ada? I'm gonna intervene. I'm actually gonna intervene. I don't usually do that, but that's one of the things that Attila, like, I'm not really used to that, having Total War campaigns specifically, with things to do in them. You know, you gotta actually manage your house a little bit. Right, so did any of these guys qualify? Okay, we have a couple that can become aristocrats. I bet because Odo can't. Samir can. I bet Hutar can as well, but we only have 2 places open. Okay, we do have... Jean is able to marry, which does put us in an interesting place diplomatically. Speaking of diplomatically, let's gather up all these trade agreements that we can. Should have did that a long time ago. That's some noobish turn 1 shit that if you watch anything of mine, you know that I do all the time, because I am a noob. I will always say that I'm a noob, even if I do cool shit sometimes. About 3,000? No? 1,000? Reasonable to me. And is there actually... Oh, there is. Okay, so the region trading does seem to work with this mod. Excellent. Most excellent. Duchy of Lombardy. You feeling some trade, my homie? No. I guess not. Okay, we have a little bit of replenishment here to get. But as long as our Crusader Armati are good to go, that's all I really care about. Alright. We'll do a nice, short, sweet little siege. And we'll assault in this next season. It looks like they might be gathering forces in Homs, somewhere in Syria. They might be trying to take Antiochia again. Isn't that how they spell it? Antiochia? I just know it is Antioch. Way up. It's only 350 men. The issue is that we have next to no guys ready. Very, very small garrison, so. But the Ayyubid Sultanate might be a little overconfident here. Because we do have Kalisa, who has a fully staffed bodyguard unit. So he might be able to do some damage between the towers, the few garrison units we do have. He might be able to do something here. just the most beautiful battle maps ever because of the medieval aesthetic. Retooling of vanilla Attila assets, but a lot of custom assets as well. A lot of fully just fresh assets. We'll go ahead and block off. And oh my god, I miss Attila. Attila's so good. I miss deployables. I miss deployables so much. I really wish they had them in Total War Warhammer. Okay, so we'll have the spikes there. So I have those. We'll put spikes. We'll put our pitfall traps next to the tower, which they're most definitely going to go by. Then we'll have these fires here, which we will light with. I want our crossbows more than I want our bows. So we'll have our bowmen out here, and we'll get them to light this when they get close. This line of spears we'll put right at the back of that palisade line, the stakes, those sharpened stakes. And then our general will actually deploy off here to the right. I'll actually deploy him, yeah, back here where he can't be seen. Then we'll activate him after the battle actually starts, and then we'll clean up after our deployables and our guys actually do some work. Oh, yeah, what am I doing? I forgot that we could do that. We'll use our archers back there. And we'll keep our crossbows up here. But we'll set off the actual oil traps with our archers. I can actually get a good angle here. I bet you will, bud. As far as barricades go, do I even want them? Man, this map is... Oh, you can... Oh, these are walls. Oh, that is the coolest. This map is so cool. Is this actually stairs? Is this the stairs? This is the stairs. I think they're called Art Studio. Art Studio 1220, I think. Like, seriously, this is kind of what this channel is all about, is giving mad credit to mods and mod producers, mod developers. Know that there was some I know they have a YouTube channel. A lot of Russian. Russians do great work with Total War games. They were the pioneers of the Warhammer mod back in the day, before the English speakers got a hold of it. There. Yeah, you can look over this for yourselves. The actual website, I know it's somewhere around. But yeah, this is the actual... Oh, I bet this is probably the easiest way to get to it. Yeah, Art Studio. Yeah, that's the actual YouTube channel. This is where they post their update work. But anywho, that's just fucking, that's dope. I love how that looks. So then you actually gotta fight your way up through here, and then you can have units up on the sides. You could barricade off these spots here and just hold these two entrances. That's really good map design and just use of the assets you have. Well done. Well done.
We will hold these walls or die, men. The enemy cannot set one foot inside the city. The Lord would never forgive us if the capital were violated by filthy invaders. So, we stand, we hold, to arms!
I hear that, Kalisa. All right, let's see how it goes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The sun behind the mosque there. That looks amazing. Hitting the pitfalls.
Warriors eager for blood!
Now we're just going to wait. Right now we'll aim for the brimstone pits, please. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Are y'all gonna run up there? Is that what y'all are trying to do? Well, at least they're going to just like smash themselves onto the stakes. And then onto the pike wall. Not pike wall, really. It's like a halberd wall. But you get what I'm saying. Okay, can we please set those off? Why are you running? Are you really running? You're really running up there. That's fucking great. What about you guys? Can you guys do that? No? Y'all are just gonna walk up there too? Good old Total War.
We'll kill them all!
Good old Total War. Alright, let's put some heavy shot. Do these guys right here. And we'll start shooting at the Nubian spears with our fire arrows. Because the archers have exposed themselves, we're going to go ahead and activate Kalisa. Get him and his bodyguard up there. Getting a little bit of weird, like the shadows can't really keep up with our camera, it seems. That's odd. Move our crossbows back a little bit. Also try and get a little bit more of an angle. Oh, looks like they... Oh yeah, look at that. They stuck to the appropriate side of the road and everything. Yeah, we'll let that battle go down while we micro over here. Oop, we don't want to be shooting flame shots into our own guys. That would be very counterproductive. We'll get up here and put some more heavy rounds into them. Okay, archers are routing. Good, good. We'll make sure they keep chasing them. And they're shattered. And so we'll reform out here. We'll kind of pull these spears back, maybe. By the way, we want to avoid the spears as much as we can. These guys here are still going. Khalees is doing good. Khalees is doing good so far. Okay, I'm actually gonna get... Oh, never mind. Guys, come on. What are you doing? Please turn and... Oh, I guess I had shift pressed or something, I guess. Damn it. Okay, they're still more or less in a block right here, so we'll just move our archers up a little bit. They shattered? They're shattered. Okay, now we're taking a few shots at these guys. They're facing us, and so we'll go ahead and put a charge on them while they're spread out. Hopefully we can get at them before they form back up. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, so the garrison held. Thankfully, their general just kind of rode through sharp sticks. You know, to each their own, I guess. Wow, that head came right off. Chainmail and everything. Alright, we'll take on warriors, since we're just kind of so hurting for units there. Okay, the actual... We have an actual army showing up. A cunning wife. Yes. I'll absolutely take a cunning wife. Looks like you're on fire over there. New parentals. Oh, no, that was just dust. Okay. Alright, we're just going to occupy. We want the population to like us as much as they can like us. Excellent, we have Austrian neighbors. It's practically Europe 2.0 already. A little bit of campaign movement range, always good. And infantry commander, since we are rocking a lot of infantry, but we're going to need to get to... Where's that cavalry commander next? Because we also have a lot of cavalry. Occupational force as well. Just because we're going to be in foreign territory quite a bit with this particular army. The Desert Snakes. Don't really like that name. We'll start going a little civic. Just a tinge, a smidgen civic. At least for a few turns. We might wanna... We might wanna... he might want to raise one of these guys here. Yatha. We'll reinstate that legacy. I think Ratha sounds like a tribal name. Apparently one of our bodyguard units that we could select as a tribal, so let's kind of mix, maybe not mix and match, but let's just, maybe to get some consistency on the field as far as like which units appropriately look like which units. We'll grab a couple of communal levies just in case we can't effectively fend this guy off. We can, it seems as though we have the wiggle room to do it. I don't expect them to actually pursue any kind of landing. They might though. Alright, we'll definitely want you to be a supervisor. Pepin and Odo being our governors right now. And Kalisa. Even though he's also kind of a badass. Well, at least we hired a general before the invasion. It's still only 800 men though, is the thing. Yeah, it's not that many. For all of those ships, like this is just a navy trying to flex on our city, pretty much. Okay. Okay, we'll see what goes down. Chances are we'll probably have a pretty solid position. Even along the coast, like our settlement doesn't have walls, so the fact that they can, oh well, they do have that artillery there. I didn't notice that. Oh crap, I'm not fond of that. Not fond of that at all. A little bit of a strange cutout on the terrain. A little bit of a bug there. That's alright, that's alright. We live in our best life. Alright, we'll barricade this. There's a barricade here. There's a barricade here. Alright, with that barricaded, we don't really have anything to fear as far as Cav is concerned, but still. We'll just set it up, just because. Actually, no. Let's not do that. We have our own Cav, and I'd rather not. I'd rather not do that just because. Okay, we have no walls to get. Oh, no. Yeah, we can. These little areas right here. We'll be taking landings on here and here, but right here will be clear. Which means we should set up along here and around here. Because if the landings come in, I doubt that they're actually going to attempt to tear down the barricades, so they're probably just going to path all the way around. In which case, I want to hold back here. We'll see what becomes of that artillery support. That might wreck us. It might be terrible, but it might also be not that terrible at all. So, who knows? We'll just keep everything back here for now. Just see how it all plays out. Oh, we didn't set up our oil.
We cannot let this great city fall. Do not forget why we fight. Our people, our families take shelter in the temples and houses. We cannot let the enemy glorious men. We stand. We fight to the last. Cheer, you miserable lot.
Told to cheer. Please clap. Alright. Here come the infidels. Oh, naval battles, how I miss you. I miss naval battles. Just if for no other reason for these kinds of moments right here, where it's like ships running up on a port settlement. Let's see what they do. Hopefully, oh, there's two. Why are there two? That's a little strange. Like, it looks cool, but I don't know how workable that is. The AI might not even be able to attack us now. Because it's confusing itself with, like, which ships pair where, you know what I mean? Oh god, we may have miscalculated this. This might not be ready for a campaign, but they're seemingly still trying to land. So we'll give them a chance. See how they do. Alright, they're disembarking. These guys are moving at least. The ships are backing off. Looks like their artillery ship's kind of just like maintaining cover. Like with the like the artillery ship's kind of just sitting back there like covering the beach almost, it looks like. Maybe I'm just trying to rationalize it away. By the way, let's get some crossbows, some archer fire on them. Well, good. I'm happy they're actually kind of doing it. I don't know if we can actually fulfill all of the victory conditions of destroying this, or like making this whole army rout, because that whole army might not disembark, which would be awful. But we'll see how it goes. Just throwing themselves at it. That was fantastic. That's what happens when you charge a pike wall. Marines or not, just punched a shield. That guy did. So they're still dropping off troops. They at least appear to be trying. God, prepared position, man. Pikeman in a choke point. Just Pikeman in a choke point. I would feel bad about doing that against another player. Or like against my friends or something. Like taking pikeman. I totally understand why people put no pikeman as a rule in multiplayer. Because it is pretty ridiculous. I mean, it is the AI, and if it was a human player, I would just tell them, well, don't just throw your men against a pike wall. You know, just don't do that. But, you know. Can you hospitaler? No? Can't shoot nothing? They can't. Yeah, they're just taking rounds right now. Alright, let's pull you guys off. These guys can still shoot. I think their admiral just died. Caused a bit of a rout. Get our hospitaller caravan to move to this side here and just crossbow down onto the beach. Oh, I really hope that all these units disembark. I didn't know the engine could actually do that when there were multiple naval units per. That's pretty promising, actually. Why the fuck? Oh my god, people who say that Warhammer Total War or Three Kingdoms shouldn't have naval combat. Shut up. Like, just shut up. The game is just so much better with it in the game. Because of reasons like this. When it actually works, it works out pretty cool. Like, this has been a cool scenario. It really changes up the combat, but I say that, like, watch it bug out and not actually end or anything properly, which it might do. I actually think we're being fucked up by catapult. We'll bring our swordsmen back. We'll keep our communal levies out there in their main formation. We'll bring our armadi over to help our hospitalers. Y'all good? Y'all good? Yeah, he's loading right there. I could see the arm moving on the catapult. They are shooting at us. Alright, let's push down. Let's push to the beach. Come on, I'll need to hurry. Need to hurry. If we could push on the beach, then we might be able to get a little bit of fire damage on those catapult ships. I don't know if it'll be enough to actually destroy them. But we kind of need to try something, I feel. Of course, we did just abandon a perfectly good position. Well, it's not perfectly good position. We were getting shelled. Yeah, let's kind of corner camp right here. Alright, we have our Almaty over here, getting work done with our Hospitallers. Alright, let's push. The catapults, and the catapults are actually almost out of ammo anyway already. Alright, let's put some fire into the sides of these units here. Oof. Any day now, guys. Well, they fought to the last man. And these guys are about to get wrecked. We'll get our crossbows to pull off. Yep, the whole army landed. Come on, try and get it. Try and do some short range shots. Something. Good. Good. Excellent. And yet again, the garrison holds. For now. Well, looks like here we have a bug at the very last second. The catapult crews can't get off of the actual catapult of the ship. It can't be targeted by archers, but if we move units, particularly our general, we move him into this, they might shatter, which will win us the battle. So we're not, thankfully the AI actually decided to get these guys last, so man, I could have, well, there's still plenty of shore space, so it probably would have been good. Hopefully they can actually do this. Looks like he's just knocking down people. There it goes. Pyrrhic victory, but a victory. Oh boy. Scourge of the Tides. A Dharmahan. Well, the Dharmahan, you were a punk. And a bitch. And I'm gonna kill all these captives. Oh yeah? Come at me. I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm just gonna keep moving into Syria.
Ready for orders. Besieging settlement. Laying siege to their hovels.
Huh. Alright, let's see what we can do. Definitely have the heavy infantry advantage and the cav advantage.
Victory awaits our efforts.
Yar. Anyway.
Spears ready. As you say. Shock cavalry ready. By your command. Warriors ready. Gatu millet.
So we will move forward and initiate a skirmish stage. Oh my god, those guys look so fucking cool. Look at those uniforms and the shields and everything. That looks great. Oh, that looks so cool. Our Hospitalers back there. Is that the actual Hospitalers? Ratres Militares Hospitalis. Yeah.
Orders, my lord. As you wish. I've seen corpses with more life than you.
Yeah, we'll get into a loose formation. Skirmish with them a little bit. There's a range right there. And after a little bit of skirmishing, hopefully we could pull them to our side of their defensive line where they set up all those deploy. Oh, looks like they're actually. Get them in loose. Okay, we didn't even need to skirmish them, they're just gonna move up. So we'll go ahead and pull back our archers. I think they're getting a little too threatened by our cav, and so they're just going to push a little bit. Okay, so our communal units, or communal levies, I should say, we're gonna go ahead and throw them into their formation now. Same with these guys, and let's go ahead and throw out our flanking cav. Both sides, super wide. Right now they are definitively winning the skirmish battle because they're getting more shots into us. But we do have a couple of advantages in terms of just what the units we are bringing. We can afford to get some of these guys off to our flank. We'll keep one as a reserve though, just in case. Okay, here now we need to actually get close to him and do some damage. We're kind of like... we're doing like that dolphin trick of like herding fish into a big ball or big group and then just hitting it from all angles. Very soft target right here. Oh. Oh, you guys, please get back. Speaking of soft target, we are getting our own units, our fraternities, no, our armati, I should say, are being attacked right now, so we'll switch to heavy shot, and we'll start shooting into their heavy cav. Okay, so we have all of these units over here taken care of, so we'll kind of adjust this cav line over to this side a little bit. And we'll get ready to clean up. We'll pull this guy over here off to assist with our armati. And then we'll start charging in. Brutal charge. Absolutely devastating charge. Charged right into the soft side of that unit right there. Got an immediate route going. Our own cav are going to take a charge from their general. So we'll just kind of focus him down for right now. Send one of these flanking units to move in on them. And we'll peel off one of them to attack this guy. This is probably going to hurt a little bit. No, it didn't hurt. I didn't see any of our guys go flying, so it didn't look like it hurt us too bad. We'll keep these guys chasing after these tribal spearmen. And there it is, there's the route. Yeah, our cav definitely won that for us. Our skirmishers, full ammo. Our infantry, our communal levies are really paying. Like, they're a very cheap unit, but they're really paying for the cost. Yeah, our armati, I mean, didn't really do all that much. Perhaps we should use them as more of a front line rather than a reserve unit. Maybe the communal line. See, that's the thing. The communal line is already doing really well, so I don't know if I necessarily want to change anything. Oh, did our guy die? I guess our guy died. Raynolf, the fighter. Deaths. Yeah. Sean died. Wow. We didn't even notice. What killed him? I guess maybe the cav battle in the back line. Yatha is now my faction leader. Who is Yatha? I have no idea who this person is. There's really no way to tell. He has some stats, but no traits or anything. No personality. Yatha is Yatha. I mean, the family system, the house management, setting up governors and all that kind of stuff. It's an interesting concept, but where it falls flat is that these characters are boring, to be completely blunt. Like, they're just a boring take on characters. The way that Medieval 2 organically dished out traits when it made sense. Definitely the system they should go back to, even now. Even after seeing what they've done with everything else. Right, we need to move north to Edessa. And we also need to move along the coast to Alexandria. We also might be able to repair some of this stuff. It'll repair next turn probably, though, so we'll just hold off on it. Replenish. They're not going to attack us next turn unless they have a unit over here that can actually reach us. We will move our new guy, Raynolf, over to Jerusalem. He'll lead the army there. Maybe we should continue to Edessa. Champion Rider, Chief Advisor. Chief Advisor just simply because we have to. Yeah, we're gonna get our replenishment and then move to Edessa and keep moving. All the while, we're going to have to rely on Yatha to be the new protector of Jerusalem. It'll be fine, I'm sure. So these units are actually medium units, and they're cheaper, perhaps because they do not have a shield. There's also less units, like less in the actual unit card. Now let's get some Syrian units. Just some nice light spears. Because right now we're just going to need to focus on holding Akko and Jerusalem. Maybe it's worth it to perhaps give them peace after we take Edessa and that other northern settlement. And then we can kind of... I see Mongols. I think I did see Mongols. And we can kind of feel out our options. Okay, so Palestine is really wanting to rebel, and I don't blame them. Right, what's the condition? We can check the condition of the garrison somehow, correct? Is that a thing? Agent. Maybe. Yeah, I have no fucking idea. We'll just move. About that. We'll move for. Let's see what it does to. Alright, it'll be a couple turns. We'll probably move back to Akko. Alright, we'll get our last little bit of replenishment, and then we'll move on to Edessa. Looks like they're also trying to prepare. Good, good. Specialized cultivation. Just because we don't want to be in a position where we're hurting for food in the mid-game. In case something happens and we get beaten down to fewer settlements, because I imagine we're going to have the room to expand just because we start along. We have a really good, solid border, being the Mediterranean. But if we expand too quickly, we could be in for like a very hard. Our borders could recede very hard, and it could hurt a lot. Aggression pact with Sicily, sure, bro. I am down with that, fellow kid. It's super tight. There are rebels. Wow, Edessa looks like it's busy. Quite busy all of a sudden. A little army around here. Who's this? The Abbasid Caliphate. The Abbasids and the Ayyubids. It was the Abbasid. I was trying to remember what the other one was. The Shah. So these guys have catapults, and that is super duper scary. But I don't think they're actually our problem, now that I think about it. These guys might become our problem because they're moving on our Austrian allies. We might have to deal with that soon. But while we can, though, let's try and deal with this. Now we could attack this army right here, and that would bring us all into a field battle. So we would actually be able to fight the garrison now. And if we kill all of them, then we could just take the city. So let's attempt a field battle. Since we wrecked them last time. Should be another one where we have a very heavy cav advantage. Jeez. Yeah, we'll get our... Let's try it this way instead. Let's get our Armati up front. Just for this one battle. Let's see how it goes for them.
Some say by God himself. I do not claim such an honor.
Oh. Guess they cannot move. Guess we'll get you guys up here. We'll have to manually set this formation real quick. Get you guys up here since they're probably going to come at us eventually. Then we'll have the communal of these flank guards.
Orders, my lord. Wine, a good woman, regular meals, it's all I want. And you get them, along with a chance for glory. I will kill any man who shows fear or mercy.
It's a little harsh.
Seniors, lead your section.
Alright, everybody. Let's double time its positions.
Scrappers ready.
Oh, they're setting up. We can get a couple shots into them while they set up. More than a couple. Now we'll throw these guys into their shield wall. Looks like there's their reinforcements showing up right now. And these guys are getting torn apart. Alright, let's start to be wary of these guys over here. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to take care of these guys soon. Let's go ahead and start running over them. They're getting a little too confident. Alright, we got a good charge off on them now. Please tell me that you guys can get out. Maybe we can wrap up this fight over here. Our archers seem to be done over there. Yeah, let's just stay on them for right now. While we can. These spearmen are getting in our way. We can try to get them. And let's pull off. Probably shouldn't have done that through the fire, but... oh god. We lost a couple guys there because of that.
Quickly now. Forward. Advance at speed. By your command.
Let's move these guys up. Get our flank guard in the action, it looks like. Perfect setup for a little side charge.
What are your orders? Ready to ride! Forward! All right! We have no fear!
I do not know what this AI is doing right now, but it is not an effective tactic, whatever it is. I say as I get charged by some spearmen. But they get recharged in return by some heavy cav, so it's all kind of working out. Well, we're getting some just kind of free kills now at this point. It looks, just feels like. Kind of adjust our archer positioning just a little bit. We'll get our general in on the fight over here. Just kind of... Are you really just going to charge that? Okay, go for it, bud. Hopefully that can make these guys run away a little quicker. They're just sitting here killing our horsemen. Okay, they're wavering now, so at least there's that. What about you, Mr. General? Do you have any kind of... No. No. Right, and we've removed their one archer assets, or their couple of archer assets. So... And our left flank is opened up, so I guess we're just gonna have to get closer and just continue to skirmish them. I don't understand why they're being so timid. All right, let's invite them to a party. And shield screen. Set up our flank protection. Perfect. Perfect. Little engagement playing out right there. Lighting the fires over here to keep us from crossing. That's pretty cool. We're trying to establish our own front line here. Looks like they're finally going to... Oh, no, they're just... they're just lighting the fires as we retreat past. That's so interesting. Let's see if we can move up with our communal levies to force them to engage us through their own fire. Also put some heavy shot into that general now that he's back. Excellent. Excellent.
Warriors eager for blood. I won't curse you. Longbows.
Alright, we're gonna open up a little hole right here. We'll bring in our more fresh cav.
Melee warriors. Heal yourselves. For the savior. Warriors eager for blood. Forward. Riders, forward. Quickly now.
Jabam!
Heavy cavalry.
And a solid rear charge there. Fantastic. Okay, we're also getting a little flanked. Just a little bit. Already starting to clean up these lines real quick. Surprised those axemen are still going. Whoops. That's all nice and cleaned up over there. The axemen are running away. We're going to divert those cav units. Excellent. Well done, Rhinoff. Heartburn is real. Is it really that framey on the stream? Yeah, anybody who watches this, let me know. Since I've seen it act like that before. I need to find my phone up here. My phone isn't up here. We will take on warriors just to mitigate that damage to our own units a little bit. Yeah, a lot of good. Yeah, that was definitely the thing to do there. Let's just give some ladders. Have no agents, so whatever that agent's about to come over here and do, we can't really do anything against him. Rainoff is definitely a fighter. Now a chief advisor. Do we have anybody eligible for any kind of constable office or anything? Doesn't seem so. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it right here for now. I'm gonna do a longer one of these here, maybe in a day or two. But really, this is me switching to OBS so that I can include my webcam, so that I can have a noise gate. I really hope that it actually comes across that the audio is better, because my computer is right there. It's right there and it's enormous. It's like super big, super beefy, makes a lot of heat and noise, and it just, like, it's been in the background of every single one of my videos since I started. And OBS is definitely, like, I can edit it most of the time with Audible, or not Audible, Audacity, yeah. Audible's the audiobook one, but it just saves so many steps as far as, and then sometimes the audio compression will change whenever I do it through Audacity, so then when I try and re-edit or re-upload it into the video, it'll desync based on the moments sometimes, and it's just a whole thing. So hopefully this works out. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I'm gonna look at the playback real quick, and I might do something else here in a second. Maybe. But yeah, this is, what is it, like 100-ish minutes of Medieval 1220. Having a fantastic time with it so far. The settlements look incredible. I actually really want to do like a Scotland playthrough or an England playthrough, just to go over to that side of the world, see what the architecture looks like. But so far it's been really interesting. I can't wait to see what mid and late game looks like. So, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna go look at this playback, and I'll see you in the next one. How do we stop this thing? Guess we can go into OBS here, and then do that. Alright, bye everybody.